What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? This is your Monday Night Raw recap. I'm going to talk about some of the bigger moments that happened during Monday Night Raw tonight. Starting off with this. CM Punk went in on Pat McAfee, or CM Punk called him Pat McAfee, and TKO saying, if you want to talk about ticket sales, lower the ticket prices. He said Pat is a punter, made a living kicking a football, and wants to come into this business and talk about putting asses in seats. Cody's promo the other night on SmackDown was reportedly unplanned and unscripted. And he took a shot at TKO as well, and Pat saying that Pat and everybody that represents him, and he knows who he's talking to, can kiss his ass. It seems like Punk basically did the same thing tonight. And he said he's going to owe Punk a receipt. And look, guys, I genuinely, and I mean genuinely, hate this whole Pat McAfee involved in Randy Orton feud. I hate it. Now, Punk did say some other things about Roman and The Rock, and took some very funny shots at Vince. Calling him a weird old man, which Vince is. And he said, look, Roman, to Punk's credit, this is a true statement. Roman ate dog food for a weird old man. That same weird old man treated Punk like a dog, but Punk had, in his words, enough FU money to leave, and he did. And then he came back a couple years later, as we know. I loved the second part of the promo, though. Burying TKO. I don't know if that part was planned. It doesn't feel like it was. It feels like it was real and raw and from the heart. But, boy, if that was planned, bravo Triple H. And if it wasn't planned, I think Triple H told Punk, hey, go out there and shoot. Pipe bomb. Because that's what this felt like, the pipe bomb. Like, we've been waiting on Punk to maybe do another pipe bomb. We've had teases. This was the pipe bomb. This felt like the pipe bomb from the beginning, and it was the pipe bomb. Oh, shout out to the Dodgers. They won again. Let's go. I loved this. Pat absolutely crushed it. Or Punk absolutely crushed it. Hell yeah to CM Punk. I'm now more excited to see how many more wrestlers are going to come out and go after Pat on SmackDown. Go after Pat on Raw. We've now had Cody and Punk say something about it. I kind of want to see everybody do it. The wrestling business is built on respect. And the wrestling business is built on integrity. And it's also built off the fans. I'm not talking about the billionaire fans that show up at the big shows. I'm talking about those fans. The hardcore, hardworking fans that show up for every Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW Dynamite, AEW, like the ones that show up, that work their asses off to make the money to go to a wrestling show. And the ticket prices are astronomically expensive this year for WrestleMania. Even the cheap seats are like really stupidly expensive. So I loved Pat saying, hey, tell Ari Emanuel, who is your agent, to lower ticket prices for WrestleMania 42. And not just Mania 42. Monday Night Raw is overpriced. SmackDown is overpriced. Like, they gotta lower ticket prices for a lot of shit. But it does start with Mania 42 because we're on the road to Mania. But I'm a little worried about the direction we're going. They're pricing out the like fans like me that want to go to the shows but can't afford to go to a WrestleMania because the ticket prices are so expensive. Plus travel, plus hotels. Like, and it's in Vegas, and Vegas is an expensive city on its own. But let's get into the rest of the show. IShowSpeed, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory will face the Usos and LA Knight at WrestleMania. I love this. This is a prime example. See, here's what I'm going to talk about this for a minute because this has been a thing this week about the like Lil Yachty put out a thing was like, you know, y'all trying to ruin this for me or what? For IShowSpeed and Lil Yachty, I got no problem with them. I like celebrities getting involved in wrestling because it does bring more eyes to the product and to the show. But the more we have wrestlers in main event spots, like this is a mid card, you know, they'll put it on and it'll be a great match because the Usos are great, LA Knight's great, Logan Paul can go, and Theory can go, and IShowSpeed is athletic. But this is a mid-card thing. This isn't a massive thing, and it kind of fits the story of like last week, IShowSpeed inadvertently, whatever, cost the Usos the tag titles. Follow that up, LA Knight shows up at IShowSpeed's house during a live stream, says he owes him a receipt because he did punch LA Knight in the face by accident. And it kind of fits with what Speed's been doing on Raw leading up. So I like this. I'm taking the Usos tonight because I don't think you had the celebrity win at Mania. If Creative gets to do it Creative once. Now, if TKO and Ari Emanuel go, fuck it, IShowSpeed's famous, let him win, then they do. But I genuinely think LA Knight and the Usos are going to win this match. So we finally kind of got an answer to why Gunther attacked Seth last week and why we're getting Gunther versus Seth at Mania. Gunther tells Paul Heyman he owes him much more than a very big thank you for bailing him out against Seth Rollins. Last week, Gunther bailed Seth Rollins out in the match with, bailed Paul Heyman out, who was about to get curb stomped by Seth Rollins. Guys, this is setting up for, like, Gunther's going to go to Heyman and go, hey, you remember at Mania when I saved you from Seth? I want Brock. This is how we're going to get to Brock versus Gunther at SummerSlam for Brock's retirement match. And I love it. Because Paul is still an advocate for Brock. Brock Lesnar is who I'm talking about. And I won't say much about Brock because of just all the other outside. I'm not touching it. But this is how we're going to get to the match. I know it hasn't been announced yet that Brock is going to retire. But we all kind of know he is at Mania. Or at SummerSlam. It's in Minnesota. It makes sense. He's from Minnesota. And he would want to retire in his home state. And Gunther's been the one to retire Cena, Goldberg, and AJ Styles. I don't think he beats Seth at Mania, especially if they put a retirement stipulation on it. Which right now, it just looks like Gunther's doing a favor for Paul. So that Paul will do a favor for Gunther, which is to get him the match at SummerSlam. Which I'm excited for. And oh boy. Here we go. Finn Balor has teased a Demon Balor fucking return. Let's go, man. This is what we want, man. Finn freaking Balor as the Demon. If you guys don't know, Demon Balor is like dope. Like Demon Balor does some crazy shit. He has an awesome entrance as well. Demon Balor, top tier. The one thing that I don't like is when WWE debuted The Fiend. They did it against Finn, but they didn't do Demon. And guys, I want you to look at Finn's eyes. Little black holes around it. That looks like paint. That looks like demon paint. Finn said that Dominic and JD have now woken up something that he thought was in his past. And that it's back. And that Dominic will meet it at WrestleMania. We're getting the fucking Demon. And I am extremely excited. Extremely excited. But guys, that was your Monday Night Raw recap. Let me know in the comments down below if you liked the show, if you watched the show. And let me know your thoughts on everything from this show. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Bye.